Hello and welcome to round 12 of the 2017 Formula Virtual World Championship here from Estoril, Portugal. My name's Bradley Downton. I'm joined today by Harry Westwood.
Hello.
It's great to be back after the summer break, and let's take a look through the grid then for the Portuguese V-Prix. It's Enrique Ruiz on pole position with Judson Sykes joining him on the front row. Nathaniel Powers lines up third ahead of Arden Hutchinson. Puccio Giordano is fifth alongside Klaas van Snelheid. Carl Beckenbauer and Timo Kinneman make up row 4, while Alexander Zolja and Finn Schneider round out the top 10. Lewis Ellington and former teammate Felix Bayer are on row 6 ahead of Will Hoskins and Adrian Simon. Alar Kanga and Hugh Dwyer make up row 8, while Johan Halverson is 17th ahead of his teammate Stuart Harrison. Elroy Wagner and John Matson round out the top 20 ahead of Nikolai Milkovic and James Harding. Carson Davenport and Olin Inman, the two Funds, are on row 12, and at the back of the grid we have Jochen van Snelheid and Alexei Nowasinski. So as we go down to the grid then, we have Enrique Ruiz on pole position on the right, Judson Sykes second on the left. The lights go out now and we're racing in Portugal. It's a brilliant start from Judson Sykes from second place. The Russian is already up and alongside Enrique Ruiz as he's got a nose ahead as they head to turn 1. Ruiz though holds the line on the outside. Judson Sykes is up over the inside curb, and that's going to give Nathaniel Powers a run surely as the Brit does sweep around the outside at turn 2. So Ruiz leads from Powers as Sykes fends off Hutchinson for third.
Yeah, obviously the young Russian actually managed to hold his nerve and time the lights really well to get a good launch and alongside Ruiz, but unlucky not to be able to challenge for the lead there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's strange that given he's starting on the hardest compound that we have available here, that he was able to get such a good initial launch, and that it was actually as they got to turn 1 that where he had the inside line as well, that things went wrong. But it's Ruiz leading them from Powers, and the two of them already breaking away here in Portugal.
Yeah, you'd expect the pair of them to have a pace advantage at least over Judson Sykes in the harder compounds, so it'll be interesting to see if anyone can make their way past Sykes and challenge the leading pair, but yeah. Yeah,
it certainly will, as they as we've got a Lopez being roughed up slightly.
I think that's James Harding there. Yeah, and now he's coming under threat from the Ocelots.
Yeah, and the two Ocelots then have made an absolutely fantastic start, both of them up and past both of the fun cars.
Yeah, so well, I'd say they've got every right to be impressed with that, as Carl Beckenbauer saying to Timo Kinneman, you are not having this position, mate. Just cutthroat defending is what we like to see.
Yeah, certainly is, as they're currently stacked up behind Puccio Giordano, who's in 6th place. So Giordano has lost a spot off the start then to Klaas van Snelheid, the championship leader, up to 5th already.
Yeah, Klaas obviously looking to make moves. He's lost some ground on his teammates. I think that's Hoskins on the defence from Alar Kanga, who's down in a very disappointing 14th place. Didn't really get the hang of qualifying yesterday, did the S's?
No, but they've been struggling in the last couple of races. I think that's around the sort of just outside of the top 10. That seems to be where they are at the moment. Yeah,
which for a team that's second in the constructors is not good.
Well, yeah.
But we go back to the on-screen action. Sorry, Brad, but we've got Klaas van Snelheid with a beautiful run on Hutchinson, who goes really defensive into turn 1. Sykes is in the way as well. Hutchinson breaks later. They're wheel to wheel through turn 1. They're still side by side. Who's going to come out on top? And Van Snelheid sweeps around the outside of the Austrian.
Yeah, beautiful move there from the young Dutchman. I thought I'd just let you take that because you seem to be enjoying it so much.
Yeah, I mean, I was buzzing. I was loving it. So Klaas van Snelheid making moves now up into 4th, and you can only imagine it's a matter of time before he finds his way past Judson Sykes.
Yeah, well, he's in arguably the quickest car this season on a tyre compound that is 2 steps softer than the one that Sykes is on. So I'd be surprised if this took longer than a lap or 2, frankly.
Yeah, I mean, he'll probably... that seems to be maybe the overtaking spot for today, down into turn 1.
Yeah, very possibly, but around the outside, uniquely.
Well, you see, you say that, but we've seen quite a few times now where these cars seem to be so much better at hanging out with the extra grip around that outside line, rather than going for a compromised line on the inside.
Yeah, that's very true.
Sorry, so we've got Sykes taking the inside line now into turn 1. And, well, Klaas doesn't even need turn 2 to get that one done. That was just a textbook move around the outside.
Yeah, Sykes defended very early there by sweeping across down the straight. As I think that's Giordano all over the curb, and I think he might have lost a couple of spaces there. Beckenbauer's gone through, Kinneman's gone through as well, and I think Zazolia's trying, but the Ukrainian can't quite manage it.
Yeah, he just looked like he got all sorts of ways out of shape in the first couple of turns, and that's allowed Carl Beckenbauer and Timo Kinneman through into 6th and 7th respectively.
Yeah, it certainly has. What we should probably do is take a look through the tyre compound. Interrupt me if anything exciting happens on track.
Gladly.
But just to note, we have no super softs here this weekend. No one has elected to run the super softs in the 28 degrees that we have.
Yeah, it is 28 degrees today.
Wonderful.
Feeling it nice and warm.
And so on the soft compounds we have Enrique Ruiz, Puccio Giordano, Klaas van Snelheid, Adrian Simon, Alar Kanga, Johan Harrison, Stuart Harrison, Jochen van Snelheid and Alexei Nowasinki.
I think we've got Kanga about to make a move on Hoskins, but Hoskins moves back over to the racing line. Sorry to cut across.
That's fine, it's Bayer.
No.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe. Go back to your tyres. Tell us more tyres, Bradley.
On the mediums, we have Nathaniel Powers, Arden Hutchinson, Carl Beckenbauer, Alexander Zolia, Ben Schneider, Lewis Ellington, Will Hoskins, Nikolai Milkovic and Olin Inman. And on the hard tyres, there's a great split between the 3 compounds here. Judson Sykes, Timo Kinneman, Felix Bayer, Hugh Dwyer, Elroy Wagner, Jean Matson, James Harding and Carson Davenport.
So we're seeing a really good variety of tyre compound selections this weekend. As Powers is still making gains on Ruiz. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but well, it might not be long before we start seeing these two go hammer and tong as he gets a big sideways moment through the final corner.
Yeah, evidently there was no one clear choice here. Although the super softs were not the choice.
There was one clear not choice, that's for sure.
Yeah, there we go. That
as Klaas
kind of
managed to pump in the fastest lap at a 1:15.8, so he's definitely looking to catch his teammate.
Yeah, but then he is on a softer tyre compound.
True. So you better hope he doesn't take too much out of him too early. I can't remember how many stops we're expecting them to make, Bradley, but
oh god, I don't know.
Hutchinson taking a bit of a wider entry into that corner.
Oh, as one of the Westwoods is
Kinneman's
wide.
well out of shape. Yeah, he runs wide, and Giordano doesn't need telling twice. He takes back 7th place from the Finn. And, well, Kinneman will be very cross with himself about that.
Yeah, as meanwhile, I know he's on the hard tyres, but Sykes seems to be struggling somewhat.
Yeah, just a little bit. He's got, obviously, he's got Hutchinson and Beckenbauer not too far behind with, well, I imagine Giordano soon to join the fray. Not the band, by the way.
You start singing in a minute.
But
Please
look,
don't. You'll upset everyone.
Has managed to... Do you know what, Bradley? That's rude, okay? Everyone loves my singing. No, they don't. I'm a liar.
Did you notice the tumbleweed?
I did indeed. We've got Bayer going defensive on Kanga once again, and he, well, no, I'm confident that is Hoskins.
It's definitely Kanga. It's a Dutch flag on the airbox.
You mean Bayer?
Yeah, that one. That's what I said,
no, it's
wasn't it?
Hoskins. It's Hoskins.
It's not. It's Bayer.
Look at the timing screen.
Good lord, it is Hoskins. In that case, he's got the wrong flag. Why has he got the Dutch flag on the airbox?
Maybe that's just how much he loves his teammates' country.
I'm convinced it hasn't been like that all season.
Maybe he's all about that cush life. Maybe he's secretly Dutch and he's a double agent for Holland. 007.
Maybe indeed. But yeah, I apologise. I stand corrected. It is Hoskins.
Oh, Simon well out of shape on the curbing on the final corner, and Hoskins makes the move, and now Kanga is going to try and go around the outside, and Simons hasn't got a response. Oh, we've got Giordano going defensive from Beckenbauer. No, he's got past Beckenbauer.
He has indeed. Beckenbauer surely going to get back round the outside of turn 1.
He does indeed, yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Giordano's fighting him back. That's well over the curve there on the inside was Giordano, but I think they're still wheel to wheel.
Side by side. And Giordano takes the place. That was some fantastic wheel to wheel action, and that's allowed everybody to close right up on the pair of them now.
Yeah, and it's given Sykes a little bit of breathing space. Oh, it's also, they've got Hutchinson in front of them as well, haven't they, actually? So yeah, Hutchinson's escaped as well.
Yeah, allowed Hutchinson to focus solely on attacking Sykes for a little while. Always nice.
Yeah, so that's for 4th place then, isn't it? As up front we've got Nathaniel Powers as well, close as he has been, but no closer.
Yeah, I mean these two seem to be kind of locked in a stalemate. Obviously, with Ruiz on the softer tyres, I think that boost in lap time is just helping him keep Nathaniel at bay for the time being. But Van Snelheid is clearly the faster car of the pair of them. Obviously, like you said, on the soft tyres himself.
Yeah, and I think what we need to remember is this isn't a track that's going to play to Downton's strengths.
No.
But very much one that will work for Franklin. Let's not forget, 3 years we've been here previously. Franklin have won all 3 races here in Estoril, Ruiz having taken 2 of them.
I didn't know that.
Well, now you do.
Thanks. But that is quite an interesting stat. So hopefully Ruiz is going to be looking to make it 3 out of 4. I feel like I worded that wrong, but I'm going to go with it anyway.
No, it was fine.
Yay!
Can you tell we've been away for a few weeks?
We've missed it. The summer break must be nice for the teams, but it's horrible for us. Wait, we are part of the teams. Do you know what? Bradley, you say stuff, because I'm not doing it very well.
I don't think I'm doing much better. What have we got? As Klaas van Snelheid then sets a new fastest lap as he continues his pursuit of the top 2.
Whoa!
Wonderful, insightful addition there.
The Ocelots aren't last, that's something.
Are they not?
No. Well,
no, they have a fun behind them.
Last and second to last.
But what's the tyre situation?
I don't know.
The Ocelots are on the softs, and who's behind them? Davenport, running on the hards.
Don't be a bubble burster.
Sorry.
Oh, Simon might have a little...
Facts.
Sorry, I thought Simon taking a tighter line through that corner. I don't know the names of any of the turns, by the way, guys, sorry.
No, nor do I.
Turn something in that corner there.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, Klaas is a lot closer now.
Yeah, you can see him making just visible strides towards them every single lap, but hopefully he can keep that up when he enters the dirty air of his teammate.
Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe that's what's holding Powers up slightly.
Yeah, it could be. Obviously, that Downton isn't exactly, as again, Van Snelheid for what, the 3rd lap in a row sets the fastest lap?
Oh, I don't know, I missed that.
It was I've forgotten, I think it was a 1:15.6. Hutchinson going defensive for no reason whatsoever.
Although they have closed back in pretty quickly.
Yeah. So, maybe, well, Hutchinson, you'd think if he was that much faster, he'd find a way through versus Sykes. So, maybe he's nursing a problem already, or that we haven't heard of, so...
Yeah, very possible, though I'm impressed that Sykes is still holding on at the moment.
Yeah, obviously, if he can make it to maybe like sort of at least the first round of soft run of pit stops, then he's definitely in with a shout of a good result.
Yeah, sorry, I was in the world of my own there.
You tend to be.
So as we go on board with Klaus van Snelheid, then there's the top three.
Ooh, took a bit too much of the curb there.
Yeah, and I think what's going to be interesting is to see at what point they're going to dive in for their first stop. Then obviously the soft runners will be in first, and we have seen the Downtons taking more out of their tyres this season than most of the other teams, apart from Westwood.
Yeah, I think those two teams, where they found their pace with the lack of aero somewhat, they have struggled with their tyres quite a bit.
Definitely. I'd also just like to point out there is still a small glitch with the timing screen. Judson Sykes is not 1 minute and 10 seconds behind the leaders already.
Big sideways at the moment there from Hutchinson, who does well to hold on to it, but I think he's starting to get a little bit frustrated, or just starting to feel the difference in, tyre wear, being stuck behind another car. Yeah,
it's strange. I mean, Hutchinson is running on the mediums. I suppose it's only one compound softer, but you'd still, that first is clearly a quicker car as well. You'd have expected him to be able to get the move done by now.
Well, you say that, but we saw Beckenbauer in Belgium manage to get was it in Belgium? He got a podium?
He did indeed. A long time ago now.
that North Star is quite, it's certainly got a fair bit of pace about it, so the team have clearly been making some good steps in the right direction. I already said strides recently.
Did you?
Yeah, I said it about Van Snelheid catching the front two.
Oh, that must have been at least a lap ago.
Is that long enough ago to say strides again?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so they've been making absolute strides in their development and seemingly in the right direction at the moment. So I wouldn't write them off as too much slower than first.
We'll see. It's fine. We'll edit that bit out. Don't worry.
Thanks. I'd appreciate that. Just put some elevator music over it. Everyone loves elevator music.
There's Klaus now much closer to Powers then, as we're on to lap 13 in this race. Judson Sykes still holding on to 5th place.
Yeah, so he's
4th.
Determined.
4th place. Sorry, I've relegated him.
That's not very nice, Bradley. Oh, Klaus might have a decent run on his teammate this lap. He's in the slipstream.
Oh no.
He's not closing in slightly. You can see the massive amount of difference they make up for in lap time on Ruiz up front. That Franklin just visibly loses so much time on the straights compared to these two. Now this is a quality, this is a brilliant train of cars. Scraps could happen anywhere.
It's a brilliant train of cars.
Do you know what, Bradley? Yeah. I'm a mess, okay?
How many are there? That's what? Sykes in 4th, all the way down to the 2DS Mafishaws?
Yeah, so that goes back 10 places. Ooh, defensive move there from the Ingram of Milkovic, who holds station against Olin Inman.
Oh, good.
Don't know what's happening with Davenport. He's going wheel to wheel with going wheel to wheel with Nolasinki.
As I said, he's running on the hard tyre.
Oh, absolutely. He's 2 steps harder, and he's still having a fantastic scrap with the pair of Ocelots. So I don't want to make comments that are going to trigger people. So
no, let's not get back into that. This all died down over the summer break. We're not bringing.
I know.
Sykes 4th, Adrian Simon 13th. So that is although Will Hoskins and Hugh Dwyer are on the back of that pack as well, I believe. So it's a train that runs from 4th to 15th.
That's insane. That's actually madness.
I think Klaus will be very, very happy that he got out of that as early as he did.
Absolutely. I mean, if these guys keep it up and Hutchinson or anyone can't find a way past Sykes soon, then these three are basically guaranteed a podium, extenuating circumstances aside.
No, don't say that.
I'm touching wood. No. Okay, no.
You just made that worse, didn't you?
I had the best of intentions.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's basically...
a lot of cars.
It is, yeah. You're absolutely right. Yeah, it does go back to Dwyer. You're absolutely right. So, 4th back to 15th. So that's...
Little bit stagnant this race.
Just a wee bit.
Oh, Ruiz pits! Ruiz pits!
Now that's interesting. So he's obviously taken more out of his soft tyres than Klaas has, who now has open season on his teammate, although you'd think he'll just be trying to set a decent in-lap and making a pit stop next lap so as not to get undercut.
Okay, so 15 laps then on the soft tyres for Enrique Ruiz. So that's going to be 15, 30, 45, 60. That is a guaranteed 4th stop. Is he going to get out ahead of the train though? That's going to be crucial. Yeah. And Ruiz has indeed got out in 3rd place ahead of Judson Sykes.
And I think we've just seen Kanga. Oh, Kanga has actually made his way past Simon and now Ellington. So Kanga is on the fringe of the points now.
Kanga passed Simon earlier.
I didn't see it.
Simon made a mistake, didn't he?
I don't remember.
Yeah, you do. You called it.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he ran wide. No. Yeah. No. Yeah.
He ran wide, got passed by, I believe, Ellington, and then Kanga went through as well.
Got a long yellow flag in the last sector, Bradley.
It's fine, both
Who's
my cars are there. Oh look, there's the... Oh! It's Davenport in the wall.
Best way to be there.
Oh! Oh! Jesus! Davenport over the barriers!
That's some scary stuff.
What happened? So he hit the curb.
Curb and then went straight over the tyre wall, so he's taken the full brunt of that impact.
Jeez. At least he's got his car as Klaas van Snelheid pits from 2nd then. On the plus side, at least Davenport's got his own car neatly out of the way.
True.
As Ruiz is comfortably got back through.
No, Van Snelheid won't lose position to the train, so... No, that's interesting. Well, no, it's not. The undercut makes sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't bode well for anyone else hoping for a
that was close in the pits.
Perfectly timed by the DS boys, really. And a split second too early, and that would have been ugly.
Yeah, that was Halverson and Kanga then. So what have we got? 16 is 16, 32, 48, 64. So even that additional lap will not help Klaas do less stops. So it's still going to be a 4 stop here. So if he wants to get ahead of Enrique Ruiz, gonna have to overtake the Brazilian. On track.
Yeah, that's sorry, I didn't realise you were leaving a little queue open for me. Yeah, I mean, he'll probably find himself with less and less of an advantage as the race goes on due to Ruiz being able to consistently get that undercut on him now. So Ruiz then proceeds to set the fastest lap with a 1:14.8, smashing the previous by well over 8/10 of a second. Well, about 8/10 of a second.
Yeah.
I'm a liar.
Well, yeah, but we're used to that.
Oh dear. Now then, Giordano hits the pits and comes out, well, ahead of the DS lads.
Yes, it'd be interesting to see where Kanga is in.
There's Kanga.
There's Kanga.
Wow.
Now that is I think that just goes to show how slow Judson Sykes is going and how much he's holding everyone up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Giordano was it. Yeah, that was close.
Harding, Harding sticks it back up the inside though. Fair play. Sideways, and he takes the place. Wow.
Giordano's got back ahead.
Oh.
But even so, Kanga was well, towards the back of that train, let's be fair.
Yeah, he was a lot further back.
Giordano was right towards the front of it, so for them to have come out so close, well, I think that just goes to show how much speed they're all losing here. As Ruiz sets another fast lap, although it's immediately bettered by 4/10 of a second by Klaas.
You know, bettered, demolished, choice of words. I think the problem is everybody wants that sweet outside line for turn 1, and they've figured out that if you move off it, you're going to lose your spot. So That's really our only overtaking spot at this track.
Yeah, very much so, as Klaas now right on the back of Enrique Ruiz. And while these two will close on Powers up front, obviously on fresh... Oh, as we have a Meteor without a front wing, that's Johan Halverson into the pits again.
He's not long been in for his first stop.
No, he hasn't. That's unfortunate. I wonder what's gone on there. Ah, here we go.
Here we are.
Oh, that was unlucky.
Yeah. Bit of a lock-up, it looked like, or a bout of understeer from Milkovic, and just...
Took off the Meteor's front wing.
Entire front wing.
Yeah.
Tactical lock-up.
Well, that was darned unfortunate, I tell you.
Yeah, now Halverson, his race is basically over. Not over as in he's going to retire. Oh, we've got Van Schneider with a brilliant run on Ruiz into turn 1, but Ruiz is not budging from that outside line.
Well, no, why would you?
You raise an excellent point.
You know, it's like... Well, I would say it's like Sykes, but actually a lot of the time we've seen Sykes gone to the inside of turn 1 and lost a position.
True.
Although he's clearly learned from that.
Yeah. Fool me once, shame on...
Ooh, as Adrian Simon sets the fastest lap, showing that the DS Mathishaw's do actually still have some pace.
Yeah, so hopefully he can actually use some of that to his advantage.
Yeah, although he's currently tucked up behind his teammate and Giordano.
Yes. So perhaps not.
The three of them will be rapidly catching Wagner, who is behind Bayer, who is pretty much on the back of this train anyway.
Is he?
He is. That camera angle just really didn't show it.
I thought it only went back to Dwyer.
It does, but the Bayer and Wagner aren't too much further back. As Klaas has another run then as they head down the start-finish straight, but I don't think he's going to be able to make anything of it. Is that Powers?
It is Powers. Wow.
Jesus Christ, they've caught him rapidly.
That does not bode well for the medium runners.
But they'd have to get past.
Oh yeah, that's true. See, for me, the issue with Van Schnellhardt on Ruiz is that Downton cannot seem to follow him in the last sector, and Enrique manages to pull out just enough time.
Oh, as we've got cars into turn 1. Funny, given we're in a car race.
How bizarre. So we've got Bayer and Wagner going...
Oh, Giordano spins!
Oh dear. That's not what he wanted at all.
He's lost part of his front wing there, but I think they primarily got away with that, apart from losing quite a bit of time.
Yeah, you pretty much summed it up.
But yeah, I agree with you. Klaas is really struggling to stick with that Franklin through the final sector.
Just a little bit too far back as he comes onto the final straight to actually do anything with his straight line speed.
But as I say, if they want to take this from Powers, they're going to have to overtake him. Powers is getting there. He's already in 3-stop territory, and he's getting pretty close to 2.
Well, yeah, he'd only need to get to lap like 24.
Yeah. Well, even 23 would probably do it, because he wouldn't pit on lap 69.
Yeah. So basically, if he doesn't pit this lap, he's on a 3-2.
Two
you
stop.
do it. So obviously we've still got this massive train behind Judson Sykes. We've got Kinnaman running quite wide there, but Zazzolia having a bit of sniff up the inside, but he can't quite take the place. So Timo looking like he's struggling on those harder compound tyres in the dirty air.
Yeah, certainly is. What tyres is Kinnaman running on again?
The hard tyres.
Is he on the hard? Okay. So yeah, there's a good mix in this train, isn't there? As I was just saying a second ago, on the hard and the medium tyres.
Yeah, the strategies have been split pretty much equally down the 3 tyre compounds, so it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, it certainly is. Powers still has a slight buffer back to Ruiz, although the 2 behind him on the soft tyres are closing in pretty rapidly as the fight over the top 3 position continues. Sykes still behind them in 4th place, holding on. There's we've got Beckenbauer then with a run on Kinman round the outside of turn 2. Beckenbauer sweeps around the outside. Beautiful move there from the German to go up into 6th place as Kinnaman slips down. Oh, it's Finn Schneider as well in the background, ever so slightly wide. I believe actually that may have been Kinnaman defending a position as Schneider looks to the inside of Zazolia, but can't make anything of it as Ruiz and Klaas now right on the back of Nathaniel Powers for the lead of this race then. Can the Brazilian make any sort of move? Closing all the way down in turn 1, he's closing rapidly as they get to the first corner, but nothing doing. Powers holds his line. Ruiz cannot make anything of it.
Yeah, you'd imagine Ruiz is going to have quite a good shot next lap, obviously looking very strong in the middle and third sectors. So Powers is going to have to be on his guard into turn 1 next lap.
Yeah, meanwhile, Powers is now well into 2-stop territory.
Yeah, so the medium runners are only going to be making 2 pit stops, which... Oh, we've got Kanga making a move now on... Bayer. Oh, yeah. Bayer hasn't pitted yet. So, yeah, that's, again, impressive from the
Estonian.
Estonian.
It's fine, no one noticed.
No one heard that at all. So, Ruiz on the back of Powers. That's Snellheid on the back of Ruiz. I don't know what is wrong with me.
No, nor does anyone else.
But he's really close through the final corner now, and given the run he had last lap, let's see what he can do into turn 1 here.
Yeah, and Powers still going.
Seems to be a case of who blinks first going on to that into that turn 1, but Powers holds his line.
Yeah, certainly does. I'd be very surprised if he kept going for many more laps, to be honest, given how early the soft tired runs pitted. I mean, he's gone another 10 laps, hasn't he? They'll be in for their second stop in a minute. Well, 5 laps. 5 laps a minute, same thing.
Well, you know, about 5 to 7 laps. And it'll be time for another stop. But, well, that's not really good for them, seeing as though the medium runners are not even making their first stops.
Yeah, as I say, that's definitely going to be a 2-stop difference, isn't it? Which is, I think, is going to be an awful lot of time to have to make up. But they did, both Ruiz and Klaas did close down Powers pretty quickly. I think it will be tougher in the midfield where they've got traffic to fight through. An awful lot tougher. There we go. Powers does pit then at the end of lap 25. His first stop on the mediums. So that would be 25 and 50. And you have to say this really looks as though it's in Powers' favour now. What will be interesting is whether Ruiz and Klaas can use their soft tyres now in the next 4 or 5 laps that they've got. Although they are worn compared to Powers' fresh mediums, whether they can use their tyres to eke out an advantage and come out ahead once they make their second pit stop.
I agree. That wasn't a statement to agree with it, was it?
Yeah, it kind of worked.
Good, I agree.
What I find interesting is while Powers pitted, I don't think any of the other medium-tired runners have. But then, I don't suppose we should be that surprised. As we've seen, Downton is, and I think we mentioned earlier, the Downton is harder on its tyres. So Enrique Ruiz then leads the race as they head on to lap 27 here in Portugal. Klaas van Snelheid is right behind him in second place. The two of them are running on the soft tyre compound and have 3 stops left to make Powers behind them on the mediums has just the one. Sykes still running fourth, hasn't made his first stop yet. We have a few guys into the pits now then, so this will be the medium tired runners for their first stop. We've got both the firsts, Zazolia and Hutchinson, and also the AMR of Will Hoskins. That puts Giordano and the 2DS Mathishals then up a couple of spots. Hutchinson is the first man out of the pits. Is he going to get out ahead of Bayer? That's going to be quite crucial. He's not. No, yes. Both Bayer and Wagner are through them.
Yeah. We've just had pit stops and they were cool. I had a technical difficulty on my end, shall we say. Oh, Ruiz leads again. Lovely. Powers has lost all sorts of time.
I have to say, Franklin are really ruining the symmetry at the moment.
A little bit, aren't they? Look, you got them first and 10th, and then you got the Downton, the first, and the Westwood, and the Honkfist running like Noah's Ark in between.
North Stars.
What did I say?
Firsts.
Oh.
As into the pits comes Carl Beckenbauer from fifth place. Both of you guys on the hard tyres.
No, I distinctly remember having an argument with somebody telling me that I shouldn't put them both on the hard tyres.
So why the hell is Schneider not pitted yet?
I don't know.
He's genuinely on the medium. That's incredible. How has he managed to make him last this long?
Schneider, the longest running medium tyred car, is what? No, hang on, no, that's not my thing. In the car that chews through its
tyres the quickest.
What?
That's ridiculous.
Well, they don't seem like they're getting held up by Sykes that badly, so I don't know. Hopefully Schneider can get a nice. I don't know. I feel like Schneider's just going to lose time and positions due to this. Let's be real here.
Yeah, I think he might. As we've got who's that? That was Will Hoskins and
John Cena.
Oh, well, we've argued side by side. What?
Sorry, I was just doing a John Cena meme.
Oh right, okay.
So.
Yeah, so we're about a lap or two away then from the second stop for these two. As I say, I'm not really entirely sure how quickly they've been going in comparison to Powers, and where they're going to feed back out. If they come out behind Powers, then I'd say that's pretty much race over. As there
Schneider
we go, Schneider finally pits.
This isn't going to be good. He's already going to lose. Oh no. Slow stop as well.
Oh, that's slow.
Okay, so Schneider comes out about where he was actually.
Yeah.
Fair play.
And you think, okay, Giordano and the 2DS Mathishals have gained ground, but they're on the soft tyres.
Yeah. And now everyone except for the hard-tired runners in the top 10 has made all of their stops.
Yes.
Not all of their stops, their first stop.
Yes.
This could be a good fight. Kinnaman on Sykes. Because this is going to be something that they're going to basically take to the flag, probably.
Yeah, it probably will be actually, won't it? And when you consider as well, I was going to say they're both on the hard tyres, but that just kind of is totally
evens it out. As Dwyer is hanging on to the back of them, but he's going to be the first to fall prey to the soft-tired runners behind.
Yeah, he's coming under pressure now, isn't he, from Giordano and Kanga. Simon falling back quite a bit. Giordano dives to the inside of Hugh Dwyer then in turn one. Dwyer's going to hold on around the outside line. Giordano's in the gravel, but he's got the move done.
The first driver to actually make a move up the inside at turn one. Obviously, those old hards are clearly not helping Dwyer, well, hold any ground in the slightest.
You can see how much he's struggling for grip. He can't even make the apex.
No, but obviously they lose a lot more time just by hitting now rather than hanging on for 5 or so laps and just making that one stop.
Definitely.
If they've got to make a 2-stop, then they just won't be able to compete with medium runners at all.
No, not even close. There's Klaus then, closing on Ruiz. Is he going to have a look down inside the turn one? He's not. No, and Ruiz just holds the racing line again.
Yeah, seems to be the usual very exciting way of defending.
Well, he's too wise and experienced, isn't he, to do anything but.
Yeah, to be honest.
As we're on to lap 31 now, and Ruiz haven't hit it. Oh, as down the inside of Sykes goes Timo Kinnaman. As they head to turn 1, then Sykes is going to hold on surely around the outside. Kinnaman's in the gravel. That's going to hold him and put him slightly under pressure from Giordano.
No, he manages to just rejoin in front.
Yeah.
Well, that was an interesting move on the pit straight. Obviously, Kinnaman diving for the inside and Sykes immediately forcing him to an extremely compromised line with a very aggressive defensive move. But again, it's the kind of thing that we like to see. We've missed this sort of... Well, it's hard to say the racing has been cutthroat here when it hasn't.
No,
we've had some
really
instances.
hasn't.
Seems to be
there
more
we go,
when,
Ruiz pits them from the lead.
There we go. Makes sense. So obviously he's still on for a 4-stop, but will he have actually lost enough time?
Oh, well, there goes Powers. That was easy, wasn't it?
Basically.
He's not going to be anywhere near.
No, so the medium tyre is definitely looking like possibly the best choice today.
Yeah.
Seems though Ruiz is going to have to make up 2 and a bit stops, I think.
Well,
That's
1 and a
works.
bit stops.
Okay.
Powers still has to hit again yet as well, doesn't he?
Yes, he does indeed. Kinnaman goes to the inside again, and again he's forced to go defensive.
Look how
and
much
this is
speed
surely...
Giordano was. Oh, was contact there between Sykes and Kinnaman then. But
yeah.
As meanwhile, Kang goes up the inside of Dwyer, but nothing doing. But look how quickly Giordano closed on them down the straight there.
Yeah, he was so much faster. It was ridiculous.
I wonder if maybe the Franklin team have gone, oh, Giordano's slightly wide, maybe give Dwyer a look back, but nothing doing. I wonder if Franklin gone slightly different on the setup. Obviously, Giordano was a little bit further back on the grid.
Perhaps, yeah.
Oh, it's class. That must have been late on the brakes.
Yeah, that's about as late as you can leave it without getting a speeding in the pit lane penalty.
Yeah,
so
desperate to try and use this pit stop phase to get ahead of Ruiz. I don't think he's going to do it. Ruiz is coming down the pit straight now. Boss is out of his box and heading down the pit lane. Ruiz is going to be through and well away.
Yeah, so again, Ruiz making up that ground in the with the undercut. It looks like that's going to be the tail for the rest of the race.
Yeah, certainly seems like it.
Right, so we've got Kinnaman looking to have a go at Sykes again. Is he going to go in? Yeah, he goes to the inside again. Hopefully Sykes leaves him some more room this time. He doesn't seem to be leaving him the space and forcing him onto the curbing, but then you'd think Kinnaman would learn not to go to the inside.
Well, yeah, but it's a bit difficult to not go to the inside when the outside's being covered.
Well, yeah, true.
As Alar Kanga then makes his second stop. He wasn't the... Did he pit first last time?
Yes. No. No, they pit at the same time, so... Kanga has taken a bit more out of his tyres.
Either that, or he's just trying to get the undercut.
Maybe.
Yeah, so Kanga rejoins in 15th. Oh, that was clumsy there between Harrison and Matson. Oh, and there's contact again. Harrison's over the curb on the inside. Matson over the curb on the outside. Neither of them seem to like the racetrack.
No. The tarmac is the boring place to be, Bradley. You should know
clearly.
When being defensive, the drivers don't really seem to be that fair almost with the amount of space they give on the inside at turn 1 and 2.
Oh, we've got someone rapidly... Oh no, it would be... I think that's Giordano pitted.
Yes.
Yes, and Simon as well. So both of them, the soft-tire runners then in for their second stops. And where are they going to come out in relation to Kanga? Kanga has jumped the pair of them.
Oh, wow.
By quite a distance, as you say. The undercut really quite powerful here, and Kanga showing that.
And look at this, the guys have caught up to Sykes again.
God.
Wow.
On the plus side, as long as the hard-tired runners don't hit this lap, they're on a one-stop.
Yeah.
Although, clearly it's not really working. Oh,
that was clumsy.
Beckenbauer throwing a move up the inside of Arden Hutchinson.
Hutchinson didn't really knew what hit him until it was a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, on board from Hutchinson there, you just saw a front wing appear at the last moment.
So, things are happening. People are racing. Okay, so the hard-side runners are committed to a one-stop strategy.
Yeah, Dwyer covers the inside line then from Hutchinson as Kinnaman looks again once down the inside of Sykes, but he might.
Got a run now.
Nope.
No.
And in fact, running wide is actually going to give Dwyer a run now as they head out of turn 2 and into 3. Oh, Hutchinson's hit Dwyer.
Hutchinson's lost his wing. So Hutchinson is going to have to make an extra stop at the same time as the hard-side runners. Hang on. Ooh, how does that work out? That's
how long did the mediums go?
They went like
25 laps, wasn't it?
25 laps. So that's going to be 2 more stops still for... Oh, no.
Well, that's going to backfire horribly for Hutchinson.
Yeah. Obviously the highest running off the first pair.
But, I mean, to be fair, that was a bit of a clumsy move.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It was never on.
So, as we go to the replay then, we've got Arden Hutchinson. He looked to the inside, he dived and just caught the back end of Dwyer. And, well, I'll coin my favourite expression. That was rather a day late and $1 short from the Austrian.
Oh, that's the one thing I've missed most over the summer break. That lovely saying. Oh, we've got...
Pits.
Oh, dear. So we've got Sykes in the pits. Dwyer holds on for another lap and Beckenbauer's all over the back of him. He's weaving left and right on the straight. And now Schneider's going to have a good run. But no, Beckenbauer's back on the racing line. And it's a long pit stop for Hutchinson while they have to replace that front wing. So Adrian Simon now demolishing the fastest lap.
Yeah,
by
I was
about
just thinking.
half a second. Like, it's suddenly all kicking off. Schneider is around the outside of Zazolia. So Schneider moves up a place. Wow. So it all just kicked off all at once.
Yeah, and that's well, that's massively going to hurt Hutchinson. He's come out in 18th place behind Olin Inman. Sykes has rejoined in 14th, just behind Adrian Simon. So that was right on the cut-off there, wasn't it, for Judson Sykes, pitting on lap 35.
Yeah.
He's only just going to make this on a one-stop.
Yeah, I mean, he should be fine. But we'll have to see, I suppose.
Oh yeah, he'll be fine, but...
Kinnaman's putting in... I don't know whether it's because of the battling, but Kinnaman's putting an absolute stonker of an in-lap. He's well ahead of the other guys.
He was quite far ahead as they got to turn 1 to start this lap, to be honest. But yeah, so both Kinnaman and Dwyer into the pits then on lap 36 for their one and only stop on the hard tyres.
Oh, Kinnaman gets held. It's a long stop for Kinnaman, and surely he's going to lose the spot to Sykes. There he goes.
Yeah, and Sykes is long through.
Oh, and Kinnaman's going to be furious with the Westwood pit crew there. They just didn't pull their fingers out at the right time.
As well come 2 Lopez cars, but also both running on hard tyres.
Indeed.
Nice quick stop there for Elroy Wagner.
Not so much for Harding.
No, but I don't think it's really going to help either of them much. They're currently languishing in 20th and 21st.
Yeah, it's not looking fab for them.
As Matson as well becomes the last driver to make his first stop.
So everybody's, hard-side runners have made all of their stops.
Yeah, all one of them.
Now we're going to have a bit of a lull really while everyone catches up their pit stop.
Well, let's be fair, we've had 37 laps so far, about 34 of which have been a bit of a lull.
Yeah, it's true. Ooh.
We've got one of the Ingrams getting in the way at the back.
Yeah, it is. Ooh, Van Snelheid thought about it, but it was never nothing doing it, as you like to say.
Yeah, well, that was interesting. Ruiz went really tight into that corner and got a bit of a wobble on the outside, and it's really compromised his entire line through here, and Klaas is very, very close to the Brazilian now.
Yeah, and I think that might be just what he needed going into the final sector to give him a little bit of an advantage, but...
Yeah, but look how much Ruiz is pulling away. What he needs is Ruiz to be compromised in that final sector.
Yeah, in an ideal world, Ruiz would run into a back marker in that last sector, and
in an ideal world, Ruiz would just run into a back marker.
Okay. That's
Frankly.
Alrighty.
No offense, but
Now what's interesting
that
is
would sort me out.
They really haven't caught up to oh, never mind, there he is.
No, but you make a good point. They haven't caught up this time as quickly as they did before.
Mind you, Powers didn't pit as long ago. Yeah, he did. No.
25. So it's 14 laps.
Yeah, that is quite a while.
But then, having said that, his mediums first time round would have been about 20, 22 laps old. Because the soft tyre runners didn't pit initially until lap 15, did they?
Yeah, no, you're right. So,
so yeah, actually probably makes about sense, really. But I think what it does show is that, touch wood, unless there are any problems for Powers, he should rather have this one quite comfortably.
Yeah, medium tyres proving to, like I said before, proving to be the superior tyre today. But that's the thing, it's brilliant to find it out this way because nobody had any idea going into this race quite clearly what the best tyre would be.
Yeah, definitely. So what have we got? Let's go with a rundown of the order a minute then. So we start lap 40.
Yeah.
We've got Nathaniel Powers leading on the medium tyres with one stop to go, along with all the rest of the medium runners. Ruiz is second on the softs with 2 stops left to make, along with Klaas van Snelheid. Carl Beckenbauer is fourth ahead of Finn Schneider, Alexander Zolia and Lewis Ellington. All 4 of them are also on the medium tyres, so have 1 stop to go. Now what's going to be interesting, those guys on the mediums, I wonder how close they are to this battle.
Yeah, that's true.
They're still making 1 stop less. That could be really quite tight come the end of the race.
Beckenbauer could be on for his second podium in 3 races. But then obviously if the hard side runners are able to keep within touch of those guys, they could all condense right at the end.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's not been the best so far, but stick with this one because this could be really quite thrilling come the last 10 laps or so.
Yeah.
But yes,
the only ones. Sorry, go on.
I was just going to say we've got Ellington 7th, then rounding out the point scorers at the moment, 3 more soft-tired runners in Alar Kanga, Puccio Giordano and Adrian Simon.
Yeah, so despite making a few advances in the first couple of pit stop phases, the DS Mathishaw's are kind of stagnating at the bottom end of the top 10 here.
Well, at least they're in the points now.
Yeah, but then as a team they should be aiming for so much more than that. They're so much better than that.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, as you said earlier, this is a team that are second in the constructors, have had, bear with me a second and let me count it up,
a world championship.
Yeah, well, not even that, but this season have had a win and 7 further podiums.
Doesn't make sense as to how they've dropped off.
You know, Germany, they were 2nd and 3rd. There have only been 4 races between then and now, and yet suddenly their pace has just vanished. They had a double retirement in Austria, and since then, it's just not been there.
I think in part, or at least today, it's been down to strategy as well. I mean, they've proven that they can set the fastest laps and put in those lap times when it comes to undercutting and things like that, but because they're on the soft tyres...
Oh, Ruiz right up on 2 wheels!
Oh, I missed that, no!
I got all excited then.
Did you think Ruiz was just going to dump it?
I thought he was at least going to slide wide and let Klaas through. But Klaas has got to run now then. Ruiz covers the inside line though, but that's going to be tight and put him wide on the exit of the corner. He slides again, but I don't think Klaas is going to be able to make anything of it.
That's just the difference between the cars though, because that Franklin holding it around the outside without running too wide, fine, but I doubt that that Downton could probably do the same with the amount of grip he's got. Ooh.
Yeah, but I mean, I think you were just making actually a very, very valid point with regards to DS Matshaw. Adrian Simon, when he's been in clear air, has been able to set the fastest lap. Let's look at this battle. Ruiz, who was also pretty much constantly being in clear air, is not, or has not set a lap time anywhere near that of Adrian Simon.
No.
So how is
It's
it
not,
one can be second and the other is 10th? Literally the only difference was the qualifying performance. Ruiz managed to put it on pole, and the DS Matshaws somehow ended up nowhere. If they were starting further up the grid, I don't think they'd look as in much trouble. They'd look in as much trouble as they do.
Yeah, so maybe it's just about them getting it right on the Saturday morning or afternoon as well. So there's all sorts of sort of aspects really that DS seem to have seemed like they could probably pick it up at the moment.
Yeah,
those hardside runners are not far behind the medium guys. Oh, Kinnaman's got a good run. Sykes goes defensive, but Kinnaman backs out of it. So yeah, they're not actually that far back on the medium side runners, so they might actually be able to take those positions.
No, well, let's not forget those hard tyres are still pretty fresh at the moment, aren't they? While the mediums are probably starting to come towards the end of their lives. I mean, what if we're expecting around lap 50 to 52?
Anything between 48 to 52. That's the pit window. Because obviously some of them pitted early on about lap 24, 25.
I thought Powers was the first to pit, and he pitted at the end of lap 25.
Oh, I thought it was 24.
No.
Oh, well then. Powers all out of shape there.
Yeah, trying to lap the back markers. And
Harding
this could really hurt.
way.
Look how much it's allowed Ruiz to close.
This is really spoiling Powers' strategy. He's lost all but, well, almost all of his lead.
Yeah, Harding just needs to get off the racetrack. Someone fire that bloke, he's useless.
Ooh. It's nice to not be the one making the controversial comments for a change.
Yeah, but his team manager knows what it is anyway.
Wow, Harding has definitely driven past at least 3 blue flags now. This is ridiculous.
The kind of man that should be taken out and shot in front of his family.
Oh my.
No.
Jeremy Clarkson, is that you?
Alright, maybe that's a tad harsh.
A little bit. If Harding doesn't get out of the way into turn 1. Harding's made him go to the inside. What is he doing?
It's just ridiculous. I know we've had problems with blue flags for pretty much all season. We've got into a few discussions over it. But yeah, this is ridiculous. Look how much time he's costing Powers.
Now he's going to start costing the guys behind as well. This isn't acceptable.
This is going to massively play into the hands of the likes of Beckenbauer and Schneider and Zazolga.
Oh yeah.
But finally, Powers is through and Ruiz gets straight past as well. Oh, and Harding spins off. Well, that's just desserts, really, isn't it?
I wouldn't be surprised if the stewards want to have a word with James Harding after the race. After that, that was ridiculous.
Trust me, it's a team I'll have more than bloody words with him.
Okay. So we're going to move on to something more positive. Lap 45. So in the next couple of laps, won't we be seeing some of the soft-tired runners come in?
Yeah, 45. Yeah, we should do.
Yeah, so you'd expect Ruiz to be the first in, maybe between laps 46 and 47, so this lap or next lap.
So they're going to pit before Powers, and they're all then going to have one more stop time.
Yeah.
More
back markers. Oh no. This is going to be chaos.
Now, what would be an idea is if the 2 soft tyre runners there, Ruiz and Klaas, pitted now. Yes. That would probably be the best plan from both teams there.
Not like they would lose any time, really.
No, Kangas.
What?
I don't know, I was going to say Kanga's pitted, but I couldn't get the word Kanga out.
Stop it. Get some help.
I've tried, they don't want to know.
Sounds about right. Right, so Powers is now approaching Elroy Wagner, Halverson and Bayer. Oh, Kanga, the undercut might not work. Oh, Ruiz pits. Ruiz has gone into the pits. Oh, that's late on the brakes. So he's done exactly what you suggested.
Yeah.
Just
and
unfortunate.
As expected, you know, Ruiz has been pitting first all races. Oh, see, look, that's how you get out of the way.
Wagner just pulling off the racing line, slowing it down.
Yeah.
But I think Klaas is still going to lose some time to Ruiz there, who's coming out in nice clean air.
Well, of course he is. I mean, you know, that's... Okay, they've got one more stop to make, but I think it would be bizarre to assume Ruiz would do anything but pit first again. So, yeah, I think unless Klaas can overtake him on the racetrack, that's pretty much second guaranteed for him. Okay.
Klaas is behind Wagner again. Oh no. Oh dear.
I take back what I said.
Well, but no, it could have been a mistake from Klaas, you know, he could have run wide or something.
Well, yeah, to be fair, he's made a few of them this year.
Wow, imagine the headlines of that. Bayer loses it on the inside, collects race leader Nathaniel Powers, second race in a row. That would have been insane.
Klaas still hasn't pitted. What is he doing? Is the three back markers in front?
Sorry, I just thought it was so funny, like, just thinking of being like Klaas van Snelheid, looking forward, seeing this wall of back markers and thinking, what have I meant to do? Wagner,
Wagner's
gone and taken two places. But that's fantastic racing. Elroy Wagner has taken Felix Bayer, and now he's going to take another spot. Harrison is joining in the party. Van Snelheid is very confused now,
they shouldn't.
undoubtedly.
Yeah, Klaas is wondering why he's suddenly in 16th place.
So Klaas is now down the inside of Felix Bayer.
Oh my
Felix
god.
Is actually, oh nah. Klaas's race is being ruined.
Yeah, I mean,
Klaas
this
is going to come under so much pressure from the medium tired guys now. Oh, this is bad.
This is ridiculous. They should not be battling with blue flags flying as they have been for like 2 laps.
Kanga making a nice easy move there on Olin Inman. Look at the amount of time he's lost. Oh my god.
That's ridiculous.
Finally jumps in the pits. Oh, it's too little, too late though.
I mean, to be fair, he should have pitted a couple of laps ago when Ruiz did. So Ruiz goes down then and takes second place. Klaas has lost an awful lot of time in that traffic. You see it now. He hasn't even left the pit box. It's a really long stop then for Klaas van Snelheid, and surely that's going to put him under massive pressure from the medium-tired runners behind. Who's that that's gone past? Well, actually, I don't know. That's Beckenbauer and Schneider there. They've still got quite a gap.
I thought that was Sykes and Kinnaman.
Could have been. Both North Stars have a Westwood behind them, so...
It's true. Is that... Oh no, Bayer just getting out of the way there.
Yeah, Bayer getting all up on the curve as Ruiz was slapping him. As down inside, that's definitely Kinnaman and Sykes.
And Kinnaman can't take the place there. Oh, no, okay, never mind. So I just got confused because reasons.
Yes. No, we've got Nathaniel Powers leading them. Not the pit stop count seems to have vanished off the side, so I'm not entirely sure where we stand at the moment. It's been a very disjointed race.
Yeah, we've
had a lot of technical problems.
But we're racing still, so we've got Kinnaman still following Judd and Sykes. Now these three seem to be so evenly matched. It's like I said earlier, they're like going to be basically taking this fight right to the flag, which I think is going to be really good to see.
Yeah, definitely. Honestly, I can't really remember what was said earlier.
I was basically mentioning about how Sykes and Kinnaman being on the same tyres and being relatively matching each other on pace.
Oh yeah, and also we were on about how as Giordano makes his third Oh, that was close. Is that Adrian Simon?
Yeah, that's Simon.
So Kanga pitted before these two, didn't he? So there we go. Kanga goes back through then. Or
Not
does
a lot
he?
in it, though.
Does he? He does.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. But it's close.
It is
so
very
Kanga
close.
not really making the most of the undercut there.
That's Powers in for his second and last stop of the race, isn't it? So is this going to hand Ruiz the lead? I think it is. Ruiz does go through, but let's not forget he has one more stop to make in 10 laps time. Where is Powers going to come out in relation to Klaasman Snelheid, his teammate?
Nathaniel was held for a long time in the box there.
Look at that, fastest lap from Klaas, a 13.5.
We have pit stops. We have the pit stops back on the left.
Hurrah!
Alright, don't sound so excited, love.
Sorry.
Ooh, sorry. Wow.
Oh,
sorry.
Oh, no!
Powers had a massive moment up in the air there. I wonder if he's sustained some kind of damage, because he looked really slow there. Well, he had just been on two wheels.
He certainly had, but then Ruiz did that a couple laps ago, didn't he, and got away with it.
Yeah, it's true.
So Powers has come out ahead of his teammate then, and that's really going to harm Klaas. I mean, as if Klaas's chances of second place weren't already totally blown. Well, they are now.
Yeah, and obviously with Ruiz having such a gap back to the medium-tired runners, I think he might be able to hold on to a podium spot, but Klaas, I would believe, will be coming under pressure.
Well,
actually,
say that, but he's got one more stop to make, and so do they, and he's ahead. And he's on quicker tyres.
Oh, alright then. That's just fair enough.
But you'd imagine the rest of the medium-tired runners will be in shortly, so when he pits, he will come out in totally fresh air.
Well, yeah.
Ooh.
That was a close one.
It was indeed, as the back marker's getting in the way again.
Wherever you look, there seems to be a North Star and a Westwood.
It does at the moment. Hoskins then becomes the second driver on the medium tyres to make his final pit stop.
Indeed.
I have to say, I don't think this is going to work out very well for the two DS Masters and the Franklin on the softs.
No, it's not at all. They're not going to get points. So, would that be the second or third race in a row that they don't have? No, they did get points in Belgium, didn't they? DS.
Yeah. DS Master, sure.
The Ocelot's getting all. Are they going to go? What's?
DS Master have scored every race this year, apart this year, apart from Austria, where they had a double retirement.
Now Kinnaman's been bolted. What's going on?
We've got an Ocelot in the way. Two Ocelots in the way.
Wire can't seem to find a way around Alexei Nowasinki.
Oh!
Van Snelheid cuts it all.
Yeah, Sykes got cut off really badly there and clipped the curb, which put him up on two wheels. The Ocelot, I think, has gone round there. To be honest, he's up on the curb again. Sykes goes round the outside. But once again, the back markers are causing havoc here in Estoril. Please don't try and go in the pit lane. No, I think we've got away with that. As Zazolia makes his final pit stop then. Now, where's he going to come out in relation to Hoskins? That's going to be quite interesting. The two DS Masters, somehow Giordano's passed both Simon and Kanga in a lap, and Zazolia splits them.
No, he doesn't. He gets that. Oh, you mean? Okay, sorry.
Splits Giordano from the two DS Masters. That's what I meant.
My bad. Don't know why I had to put on the weird voice.
No.
I'm going to use this opportunity just to take a breath.
Yeah, it's all got a little bit dramatic in the last few laps, hasn't it?
Well, we did say stick around, so it looks like it's about to. Well, I think it's only going to get more and more manic as the laps go on.
Yeah, definitely.
Schneider's
gone up to 4.
Maybe Beckenbauer's pitted.
No, because he'd have dropped a lot further back.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
no,
unless Schneider's pitted as well. He's further down the pit lane.
Long stop for Beckenbauer.
No, Schneider did indeed continue. So, a lot of the others have disappeared, haven't they? Sykes is on the hard. So Sykes has gone back through on the hard tyres.
Wait, will he though?
Schneider continued.
Kinnaman goes through as well. Oh, he's come out behind. Oh, he's just managed to cut in front of Hugh Dwyer there. So now Schneider, you'd imagine, is going to come out behind this entire train.
Yeah, with a stop a lap later, absolutely. And that puts Sykes then in a net 4th place.
Kinnaman is under pressure now from Beckenbauer.
No, Beckenbauer's wide. Beckenbauer's coming under pressure from Dwyer.
And we've got a big train headed up by Giordano, heading their way pretty shortish, pretty soonish. Well, no, Hutchinson actually. There it is actually. Well, no. What?
To be fair, that's all part of this train.
It's going to be just one massive train behind Sykes again, isn't it?
Yeah, basically you've got the top 3, then the rest of the field, and then the few at the back.
That's actually, if Schneider has a quicker stop, because Beckenbauer was held for some time, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. And they'll be losing time now behind Sykes, surely, because he's on board mediums. It's a long stop for Schneider.
What is that? That's the longest stop we've seen all day.
Although, there goes Sykes. That's going to be tight. As the North Stars, Beckenbauer's down the inside of Kinnaman and his teammate Schneider's ahead of the lot of them.
What is going on? Hang on, so did...
How the hell did he pull that off?
I've got no idea. He's just putting an absolute mad outlet. I'll tell you why. Beckenbauer got caught behind Sykes. That's how much slower the hard tyres are.
I did say that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, well then, you were correct. So Beckenbauer completing an overtake on Kinnaman off the circuit. But I don't think he really had anywhere else to go.
Sorry, apologies. I've just managed to throw water everywhere in the commentary box.
That was clever. I did wonder why my crotch was getting a bit wet.
That's not the water. Yeah, let's not go there.
No,
so Schneider then has absolutely perfected that. He's made his final pit stop and he's come out in 4th place.
Yeah. So that is a really impressive job from the young. I forgot the national Swiss. The
of your own driver. That's true. There's Beckenbauer then down the inside of Judson Sykes, and he makes it work at turn 1. He's a little bit in the gravel, but
a little bit. Okay, for me, that's the same as it was last lap, and he was entirely off the circuit there, and he wasn't even forced off the circuit.
Well, I think that might have given Kinnaman a run on Sykes as well. Kinnaman's been forced to the outside line now. Dwyer's got to look up the inside. Kinnaman drives around the outside, but Sykes holds his place.
Superior traction.
Look at the train we've got.
Yeah, look at the difference in lap time we've got.
I know, look how much Beckenbauer's pulling away.
Kinnaman makes a
dives
dive
for the inside.
Oh wow, I thought he was going to lose his front wing for sure there.
Yeah, likewise. But I don't know.
Sykes is clearly holding these guys up an absolute treat now.
Yeah, massively. But I'm finding that really strange. I mean, okay, Sykes is on the hard tyre, explain why he's a bit slower, but clearly Kinnaman and Dwyer aren't that slow.
No.
Surely Sykes must have a problem.
He's got to. Maybe it's from when he made contact with his teammate.
What, twice?
Kinnaman's got a good run now, a fantastic run. Look how bumpy it is down the
He's
down the
got to throw it to the, well, I would say the inside, but I don't know if that worked. As down the inside of Arden Hutchinson goes Giordano, and he makes that move.
Now that is a clean overtake on the inside. Notice how he didn't.
One of the DS Mathershaw's looking at the inside of Zazolya, but can't get it. How the hell has Hutchinson got back ahead of Zazolya?
I don't know. I'm just afraid.
Hutchinson had to make. Oh no, Hutchinson's going to have to stop again yet, isn't he?
Yes.
That's why he's ahead at the moment. I don't know what's going on.
Neither do I.
Ruiz is leading. He has one stop left to make. Powers is second. He has no stops left to make. And he should inherit the lead of this race once Ruiz pits.
Klaas van Snelheid is third, but running very close behind.
As Kanga's in the gravel.
Not the fastest way through there, Ala.
Nope, definitely not. Yeah, Powers will take the lead once Ruiz pits. Klaas is third, but has to pit again as well. However, will rejoin in, well, third, because everyone else is quite far behind at this point. Schneider
this
fourth.
Is getting intense.
Schneider fourth with no more stops to make. Likewise, Beckenbauer in fifth. Sykes in sixth. Kinnaman seventh. Giordano will have to pit again from eighth, once more on the soft tyre. Dwyer is good in ninth. Hutchinson will have to pit again in 10th. And then Zazzolia is okay in 11th. And both Simon and Kanga will have to pit again as well from 12th to 14th. So, once again, as the race has gone on, it's unravelled slightly for DS Man for sure.
Just a tad.
They're going to find themselves well down.
Yeah. Well, they're going to lose a fair bit of ground to obviously Westwood and Franklin, their nearest rivals, who have been making some quite alarming progress. Well, no way is Giordano going to pull off that overtake.
No, he's not, but he was so very close.
And here comes Dwyer now on the offensive. Dwyer smells an opportunity. He's got the slipstream from Timo Kinnaman.
And he's already
made the
through.
place. He goes heavily defensive into turn one, and now Giordano's trying to get a slipstream off of him. We've got Hutchinson and Zazzolia trying to have a go around the outside, but everyone just resumed. No, Giordano's cocked it up on the inside. I didn't know how else to put it. Sorry about that.
Yeah, well, say it as it is.
We're supposed to swear in these, but we're trying to keep it swear free. So apologies for that. Oh wow.
We apologise for any of you at home that may be offended by Harry's inappropriate language.
That's pretty much everyone.
We will ensure he is spanked after the broadcast.
I can't wait. Oh no.
We'll get Big Hairy Betty to do it.
Who else? She's my favourite. Sorry, he.
Right, anyway, yeah.
Now,
once again, I just...
hang on. Sorry, the train has gotten a bit more spread out. We've lost some of the... Where's they gone?
I think we've just got gaps.
Yeah. Oh, Dwyer goes defensive early on.
Yeah,
nope.
I'm just going to apologise for the lack of professionalism here. We've had a huge number of technical difficulties throughout this race, and this has been really quite hard work, to be honest.
It has. It's been great to watch at times, but
other times it really hasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're getting there. There's 10 laps to go, and I never thought I would be so grateful
to be seeing the back end of a V-Prix.
Yes, very much so.
That's how tired I am. I'm making that mistake again.
Yeah, but you usually do. So, as once again, then the back mark's playing havoc. That's one of the Ingram bulking powers, and you can see how much time he's lost, because Klaas, who had dropped a couple of seconds back, is now right back on the tail of his teammate.
Yeah. And this is all going to start holding up Klaas now as well. She's just playing more and more into the hands of Ruiz.
Yeah, certainly is. Oh! Oh, and there was contact!
Oh, no.
I wonder if that's done any damage to Nathaniel Powers' front wing.
No. Oh, that's Klaas, never mind.
Okay, we're going to have to wait and see then when...
get some gaps now.
Yeah, we are. Kinnaman goes to the inside of Sykes at turn one. Nope.
Kinnaman doesn't have the room to do it.
Sykes is... he's proper defending that one, isn't he? As there we go, that's Hutchinson into the pits then for his final stop. Obviously, he was slightly out of sequence thanks to that broken front wing earlier. As Ruiz continues again.
What's going on?
He should have pitted by now.
Unless Ruiz is going to try and go to the end.
I really hope not.
With what we've actually seen in this race, anything is possible now, I'd say.
Yes, that's true. I should imagine they will hit again, the soft-tire runners. be stunned if they didn't. But yes, so we've still got a train here for what, 6th place is Kinnaman up the inside of Sykes, who's been bolted by one of the back markers, and Kinnaman is through into 6th, and there's contact between Sykes and Dwyer.
Sykes was trying to get in the pits. I don't know what's happened, but they're going to get absolutely whoa, what was that? They're going to get swamped in the run down to turn 1.
Yeah, so Kinnaman's gone through, Giordano's gone through, Zazzolia's gone through as well, and Dwyer has also passed Sykes, who has lost a lot of time there. And there we go, Ruiz does pit then from the lead, and that will hand it to Nathaniel Powers, who now just needs to drive to the flag without any incidents.
Doesn't seem too difficult, but you never know.
Well, you say that, but just look at your track record this season.
Yeah, it's true. Your drivers tend to do things like that.
Here we go.
So
This
Sykes
is what
was on
happened
the
to Sykes
outside.
then.
What was he trying to do? He was trying to go in the pits.
No, I don't think he was. I think
was...
he was just trying to get around the back marker. But as he swerved across, Dwyer was already there.
This is mad stuff.
I think that was just overly aggressive from Sykes. I think he was really hacked off that. I'm not quite sure which North Star that, which Ocelot that was, but they were definitely backing the pack up.
Giordano carries on for another lap.
Yeah, but they pitted quite a bit later anyway.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I think that was just purely Sykes trying to get around the back mark, getting frustrated that he'd been held up and already lost a position, and just being a bit aggressive.
A little bit, yeah.
And there we go, into the pits comes Klaas then from 2nd place. That will be his final stop, and he will drop back to 3rd.
Absolutely. And that's the podium settled.
Should be, yeah. And through goes Ruiz into 2nd then. Or does? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I was going to say, although Klaas is an awful lot closer.
Yeah, so Klaas clearly was able to pump in those lap times, but yeah, looking at this pack, 3rd place was never really under threat.
No, they do seem quite a way behind now, don't they?
Yeah.
Although having said that, I'll be interested to see where Schneider is, because obviously he came out ahead of this pack and has obviously scampered off into the distance.
Yeah, I don't think Beckenbauer's been able to really
meanwhile,
get close
Ruiz is being bolted by one of the back markers, and that's going to give Klaas a run.
Wow.
No, Ruiz is still ahead, so it was the fun that pulled off at the side then to let them through. But battle back on for 2nd place, Klaas right on the tail of Enrique Ruiz.
Downton might be able to snag a 1-2 from the... there's a big yellow flag in Sector 3.
No.
Uh-oh.
There's debris. What was that?
It looked orange.
No, that's fine. Haha. Up yours.
I think it was a rear wing, so somebody somewhere has lost a big part of their car.
Yeah.
Quite an important one. Is anyone dropping down the order? Ruiz goes defensive into turn 1.
That low?
This is Van Snelheid's best chance to take 2nd place. Oh, Ruiz just manages to get back on the racing line in front of him. Hutchinson's out.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, to be fair, after his mistake earlier where he lost his front wing trying to pass from the Westwoods, he wasn't going to score anyway.
Nah, that pretty much just sums up his day.
And I do believe, and here we go then.
Here we go.
Oh, and it was contact with one of the Ocelots, and it happened just in front of Powers.
Christ.
Oh, and that's Nowasinki out as well. Miraculous. Oh, my God.
Giordano's still going. Is he going to try and take these tyres to the end? Because that would be...
Kanga's just made his 4th stop.
Okay. I was going to say, if Giordano can take those tyres to the end, that would be probably the drive of the day.
It would, although what's disappointing is he's already a position lower than he started.
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's 2.
Of course, yeah, he started 5th.
Yeah.
Wow. So you'd imagine it's just going to come down for the last, sort of 3-4 laps to a battle between Kinnaman and Hutchins. Zazzolia now.
Yeah, looking at how Dwyer's slightly dropped back from this, though, Giordano might nick a point.
What happened to Sykes as well?
Sykes got tangled up with the North Star, didn't he?
Oh yeah, they both dropped back massively, didn't
Yeah.
they? No, Sykes. Dude, Sykes is the North Star. You got tangled up with
Oh,
Ryan.
the Ocelot.
No.
Yeah, no. As he was going around the Ocelot, I meant he tangled with the
okay, I'm
Honk.
with you now. I'm with you.
Yeah.
I feel you, dog.
It's been a long race.
It has.
My head hurts.
Someone needs to turn off the aircon because I feel really cold all of a sudden. Okay, here we
There
go.
we go.
Giordano,
Giordano
Simon, make
pits.
their
Simon
starts.
pits as well then. So, wow, I don't know.
That puts
Actually,
them out of
Giordano
the
down
points.
13th, so maybe he won't get a point.
No. Wow. So that's a shame, really, for DS.
Interesting. I was just going to say, interesting that Kanga's not managed to go back through.
He must have lost some time somewhere. Oh, he's stuck behind Wagner.
Oh, class on Ruiz. Is Ruiz
going for the
No!
Ooh.
I
Bam.
absolutely, definitely thought Ruiz was driving straight for the pit wall then.
You're not the only one. I was like, oh my god, he's just gone for a self-sabotage.
Yeah. But no, Ruiz. Hold on to second place.
Whoa, wow. Take a quick breather. So there's Sykes. He's got Ellington just behind him. So Sykes is back in the points. So
And Ellington's in the point. Both Honk bests are in the points at the moment, 8th and 10th.
Ellington's had a very quietly productive race, I think. Just
Yeah,
sort of going to
seems
pick
to
up
be.
a point, keeping his nose clean. Zizoli are not really that close to Kinnaman.
He's right behind him.
No, but like he was like right behind him before. You'd expect him to be challenging him. Don't get me wrong, I'm not disappointed.
As well, the remaining Ocelot of Jochen van Snelheid pits.
As we start lap 68, 3 laps remaining.
Yes, indeed, and we've still got a battle for second, and there's a back marker again getting in the way.
This is going to be interesting.
That's Nikolai Milkovic, I believe. No, Ruiz has gone straight up the inside, but he's been blocked slightly. But he's no, he's got alongside and ahead, so that one's not going to cause him any problems.
Well,
I do class though.
Class just needs to just not get out the. Oh, nah. That's probably going to be the deciding factor in that fight. Yeah, it is. Look at the. Yeah, that's a shame. I'd be amazed if Class can get past Ruiz now.
No, I think yeah. I mean, 2.5 laps, and he's got wow. I mean, he's been behind him for most of the race. Anyways, Ellington attacked Judson Sykes. Then Sykes has gone defensive on the inside line. Pulls back across as he realised Ellington doesn't have the speed in a straight line. But yeah, I mean, Klaas has been behind Ruiz for most of this race and unable to find a way past. So now he has to make up time as well. I definitely don't think it's going to happen.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. Right, lap 69 then. Nathaniel Powers has started. So 2 to go here in Portugal.
Sorry.
You're terrible.
I am.
And where are the closest battles? Well, that's probably that one as Ellington dives to the inside of Sykes again. And this is on board with Hoskins then, who is looking for a point.
Yeah. He hasn't had. When was it? They haven't scored points since what? Australia? No.
No, Hoskins hasn't scored points since Spain when he was 4th on that brilliant one-stop strategy.
So he's going to be looking to end that
AMR
dry
scored
run.
was the race after in Germany. Bayer picked up a point.
So it's been 5 races since Hoskins scored a point. He's got Giordano right behind him though, but I don't think he'll be able to do much.
No, although Giordano is on fresh soft tyres, so he should be a lot quicker than these guys.
And they are only starting lap 69.
Especially as Sykes is on now very, very worn hard tyres. As Nathaniel Powers then starts his final lap. And after a bit of bad luck in recent races, he could be looking to turn this around and take some points back off of his championship leading teammate.
Yeah.
And that's not, with Klaas not finishing second, that's actually quite crucial to World Championship because it means 3 more points for Powers. Now that might not sound like a lot, especially when the gap is 41.
Every
I
point
believe.
counts. Hoskins has taken 10th. Ellington's made a mistake, and now Giordano's going to go around the outside, and he's going to be followed through by Simon. No. Ellington has dropped it somewhere, and Hoskins is on course for a point.
Yeah, so that's brilliant news then for Hoskins and AMR. But let's not, as Klaas is attacking Ruiz again.
Wow.
He looks as though he's gone slightly sideways, but he's held on.
Not really
Don't
anywhere
forget,
else you're going to
Hoskins
take
now
now.
has Giordano right behind him on fresh soft tyres, so I'd keep an eye on that one. But
Yeah.
Nathaniel Powers then, is that the final corner? It is! Nathaniel Powers rounds the final corner. He crosses the line to win in Portugal. Powers takes the victory then here at Estoril. It's his 5th win of the season. Enrique Ruiz is going to cross the line behind him to finish in 2nd place, with Klaas van Snelheid right on his tail for 3rd. Finn Schneider is... oh, look at that. Really? Just after the line. Klaas dives to the inside. No, still can't get the move done.
Schneider's got a nice... Well, I don't think Beckenbauer ever saw him again.
No, Schneider takes a comfortable 4th place then. There's Beckenbauer, who's going to take 5th. That's still a solid drive from the German. He's really extracting the maximum from that car.
And here are Kinneman and Zolia now.
Yeah, so they're battling over 6. And Giordano's ahead of Hoskins. I thought it might happen. Giordano on the fresh soft tyres, and he has got through. Kinneman takes 6th, Zazolia 7th, Dwyer crosses the line in 8th. Sykes, is he going to hold on the hard tyres? I think Giordano's lost his front wing. That's one way of getting past, I suppose. Sykes does take 9th, and Giordano does take the final point in 10th then. But it's this man up front, Nathaniel Powers. The medium tyres worked best today, and Powers has taken the win and some points out of his teammates' championship advantage. So Nathaniel Powers takes his 5th win of the season then, ahead of Enrique Ruiz and Klaas van Snelheid. Finn Schneider with a brilliant 4th, and Carl Beckenbauer likewise in 5th. Kinneman, Zazolia, Dwyer, Sykes and Giordano round out the point scorers. The notable thing there then is both DS Matchshaw cars failing to score. 13th for Simon, 14th for Kanga, while Arden Hutchinson has his first retirement of the year. In the Drivers' Championship, Powers win with Klaas in 3rd. Cuts the gap by 10 points, so now 31 between them, while just the top 7 remain in the championship fight. There are 150 points left on the table. There's a little bit of movement slightly further down. Hugh Dwyer has gone past his teammate Lewis Ellington, and Carl Beckenbauer has jumped up a couple of spots as well with that 5th place. In the Constructors' Championship, Downton now have 401 points, 214 clear of DS Matchshaw, and can win the title next time out in Turkey. But that's all from our race here in Portugal. So from both me and Harry, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time for round 13 from Istanbul, Turkey.